Hello tubers and welcome back to Grow It Yourself. Today I'm going to show you how to grow this beautiful vegetable known as okra, also known as ladyfinger and bhindi. This is a fairly simple vegetable to grow at your home garden and I will show you in detail how. In the meanwhile, I request you to please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Keep the bell notification on so that you get regular updates of my posts. Thank you. So the first step you need to be sure of is the soil, and for okra I would recommend a soil that is a composition of 1/3 garden soil, 1/3 coco peat and 1/3 compost. You can use any organic compost such as cow dung manure or vermicompost or even homemade compost. I have already made a video on how to make homemade compost. I'm sharing a link of that in the description below. Please check that out as well. The second important tip is that you start your okra plants from seeds. I would not recommend that you buy saplings available in a nursery nearby because okra seedlings do not transplant too well. So I would recommend that you start your okra plants with seeds in the same spot that you intend to grow them. Sowing your okra is very simple. Just dig up a hole about 1/2 inch deep with your finger. Place your okra seed in it and cover it up. Then you have to water it to give it the necessary moisture to germinate. I would also recommend that you sow your seeds during the evening time after sunset, because that basically provides your seeds more time to soak up the moisture before the sun heats it up to germinate. So start with seeds, avoid transplants, but if you cannot find good quality seeds around you, then you can even go in for transplants if they are easily available in a nursery nearby. Once you've sown your seeds, water your bed regularly. You should water it once a day in the morning so that it remains moist when the sun comes up and it is easier for the seeds to germinate. It should ideally germinate within 4 to 5 days under the right conditions. So the right time to start your okra plant would be when the outside temperatures are somewhere around the 15 degrees centigrade mark, because okra likes warm to hot weather, but seedlings, since they are quite delicate, they should be started when the temperatures are still lower. So an ideal temperature to start your seedlings or okra plant from seeds is when the outside temperatures are around the 15 degrees centigrade mark. After 5 to 6 days or maybe 4 to 6 days, you would see sprouting of your seeds and they are ready to grow further. At this stage you have to water them daily because it's going to get hot outside, but do not over water them. So I would recommend you either water them early in the morning, say 7 or 8 a.m. and if you're unable to get up that early, or if your office schedule does not allow you to do that, then you can even water it in the evening after the sun sets, after 6:30 p.m. but before it's completely dark. Water it once a day, water it well, and just before the next watering, just ensure that the top soil is dry like this. So this is good for watering again. Now tip number 3 is manuring. Although the first round of manuring has already been taken care of at the time of preparing the soil with 1/3 compost, but if you're growing your okra plants in pots, then they would require manuring every 15 to 20 days. If you're growing them in the ground, then 20 to 25 days would be fine. Once it's been 15 days, assuming that you're growing them in your pot, then the plant would be about this big and it would be time to manure it. At this stage I would recommend a 2-step manuring process rather than just piling on a handful of compost into your plant, or into your pot rather, I would recommend that you use this two-step process to better deliver the nutrients your plant needs, and also to protect it from the heat that the manuring process generates. Now I'd like to use compost that I've made at my garden itself, and I've shared a video of it earlier. So about 10 to 15 grams of compost in about 1 liter of water, and leave it there for 2 days. Leave it there for a couple of days, and that's when we'll use it after. Now, how to use this fertilizer is, if you are watering your plants in the morning each day, then in the evening of the very same day, take a flat tool and dig up the soil around your plant. Just loosely dig it up, don't go in too deep, and don't go too close to the base of the plant, say about 1.5 inches away. Just dig up the soil lightly and just leave it like that. So if you're watering your plants in the morning, then do this in the evening. If you are watering your plants in the evening, then do it in the morning. So basically about 8 to 10 or maybe 12 hours away from the last watering, you should do it. By this time your soil would be a bit dry, and that's okay. Just do that and leave it like that. At this stage we are not going to water it. At this stage we are not going to use the fertilizer. We are going to leave it as it is for that. Fill your bucket with more water, say about 5 liters of water, and dilute your compost solution further. And this is what we are going to use it to water it. So the watering after the digging up of your soil would be done using this manure rich water, and that's how you fertilize your plants during summers. So basically what we are doing is that on the 15th day we are watering our okra plants with the manure rich water, where we have soaked 5 to 10 grams of manure in 1 liter of water for 2 days, and then we've added about 5 liters of water on the second day, so basically making a 6-liter concoction. This is good enough for 10 to 15 plants. If you have more plants, then you can have more manure, more water ready for that purpose. Okay, so 40 to 45 days from the start of your plant, you will start to see buds on your plants, and these buds are the ones that will turn into your ladyfinger. So at this stage I recommend that you redo the two-step manuring process that I've shown you earlier. Also during this time, if you find any bugs bothering your plants or any caterpillars bothering your plants, then spray it with an organic pesticide. I have already made a video on how to prepare pesticide at home with ingredients available at home, and sharing that in the link below. So do that if your plant is being bothered by bugs. When you decide to use the pesticide, make sure that you're not shooing away any pollinators from your garden, which are bees or butterflies or dragonflies. Use it when you see caterpillars or any unidentified bugs that might hurt your plants, or which you feel are already hurting your plants. 3 to 5 days after the buds have appeared, you will see these beautiful yellow flowers appearing on your plant. These flowers will stay on just for a day, and they will self-pollinate, so do not worry about not having any pollinators in your garden. You will get an okra out of it even if you do not have any bees or butterflies in your garden. These flowers will dry out and drop within a day itself, and after that your ladyfinger will start to grow. Alright guys, it has been 4 days since the yellow flower has dropped, and this ladyfinger is now ready for harvest. Do not leave your ladyfinger on the plant for a period of more than 3 to 4 days after the flower has dropped, because otherwise your ladyfinger will start to develop seeds and will become hard, so you would not enjoy eating it as much. It is very simple to harvest the ladyfinger. You can see this stem right here, and we will snip it right off. There we have it.
we have our homegrown ladyfinger.
So we have a harvest, and as I promised earlier, you saw that okra is a fairly simple vegetable to grow at your home. I hope you liked this video and it encourages you to take up gardening as a passion, or if you're already a gardener, then this video helps you to develop further. I request you to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.